So let's say your research topic is about Halloween and you do your concept map and you come up with several restricted topics and you start listing what you know about Halloween, just all the facts that are on the top of your head. So you know that it's associated with religious ritual and that Halloween feels different in New England versus all the other places you've lived, etc., and that you know about traditional activities to celebrate Halloween. And then all your questions might look like this. So when you get to your concept map, you'll have something that looks like this with things that you know, things that you want to know. And let's say you settle on the research question of how has Halloween changed through time? So you'll need to do some background research about Halloween traditions and history from the beginning. So let's start with a keyword search on Google. Okay, so we'll go to Google and let's start with Halloween and religion and see what comes up. And we're looking specifically for books because we need some scholarly sources. And books are also a good place to go for background information. So you'll type your keywords up in there, and then here's where you'll find books. And while you're looking at this menu, don't forget that you can look at other search criteria or look for other results in other forms. Videos, blogs are good, discussions, etc., depending on your topic. But we're looking at just books today. And this one sounds perfect, so let's just click on this one to see what we get. This one gives us a preview, and with this one we can do a keyword search for just the word Halloween. We want to see how many times this comes up in the book. Okay. So this page will give us a preview. Sometimes it'll say no preview available for this page. And so that's just the limitation of Google Books. Sometimes it gives you what you need, sometimes it doesn't. But the cool thing about it is that it gives you a preview. So for this particular source, it looks like Halloween is mentioned mainly on this page, and that's pretty much all we need from this book. So we can get everything we need if we want to use this source for our paper. On Google Books. So we don't, in this case, we don't need to go to the library to see if URI Library has it in case we want to see more pages with the word Halloween that happen to be restricted on the Google Books preview. So this one we're done with. But this is what happens when you try to look at a different title that has a restricted preview and might have information that you need. So let's look at this one, Pagan Ritual to Party Night, because it sounds interesting. And sometimes it shows you the cover and the table of contents, publication information, etc. So sometimes when you're researching, you get distracted by other topics that are related that also sound interesting, like this one, Razor and the Apple. So I want to know more about that. Just a little off topic, but I'll look for all the pages with the word razor. And the only one that it lets us see is the word that's in the table of contents. So if you look down here, the page that has this word here has some interesting information, but we cannot see that whole page. Same for pretty much that whole chapter, it looks like. No preview available. So there is a way to get this book. We might need to see if URI carries it, and we can check it out and take it home. So let's go to URI Library page, and we'll go to Books and More and type in, copy and paste the title and do a title search. That's the quickest way to find out whether or not the library has it. Oops. And the library has it. These copies are not available to us because URI doesn't carry this particular source, but lots of other libraries in Rhode Island have it. We just can't access it because we don't have accounts with JWU and these other libraries. So let's go to this one and maybe get some more information about it. Publication information, the call number, etc. So this one doesn't look like URI carries it. If URI had it, it would be listed right here. So Salve Regina has it, and we can get a copy of it if we click on Request It. Okay, and this is what I was talking about with the library barcode. You may need to register your library barcode at the circulation desk in the library. So you just take your card to the library. There's a big long number that starts with a 2 at the bottom of your card, and you may need to register that to check out a book. So this screen will come up if you're trying to get books from off campus. So mine's already registered. I'm going to click Login. And this will take me to a page where I can make that request. And I want to be able to pick it up at the URI Kingston location. You don't have to enter anything here. You just click Submit, and the library files that request, and they will send you an email when the book is ready for you to pick up. So that's one way to find books that are useful to you, and how Google Books can lead you to interesting sources. So let's try a different keyword search. So we're going to go to, I think I'm done with that. Different keyword searches on Google. I want books about Halloween history in New England. So let's try Halloween in Salem. Go to, oh, I'm already in books. All right. These top few don't look that interesting to me, but this one sounds cool. So let's see what they have here. This one gives us a preview. And I want the table of contents. So here's the cover. Just scrolling through the table of contents, that's the first place to look to see if anything sounds like it might be relevant to you. And again, I'm getting distracted by the word pumpkin obsession, so I want to see what people have to say about pumpkin obsession. So we'll just do a search within the Google Books preview for this particular word, and that's a cool picture, and maybe I want to read this whole chapter, but darn, these pages are not available to me, so I want to see if I can get a copy of it somewhere else. So we'll try the URI library again, and I'll need to copy and paste my title for a title search. So books and more, copy and paste the title. Quickest way to see if that library carries the title, and it doesn't carry this title. So there is a way to find this book if you think you really need it, and what we'll do if this page comes up is we'll go to Interlibrary Loan. So back to the library main page, and you'll find Interlibrary Loan, which is just a way to check out books from other libraries in Rhode Island, and they'll send, when you fill out the request form, they'll send the book to the URI library and email you when it's ready to be picked up. So to fill out a request, you need some information about the book. And what I like to do is I like to go to Amazon to get that information. It seems like it's one of the quickest ways. So you'll just need to find the book on Amazon, because you need the publication information, and all the other stuff you need is listed nice and neat down here. So you'll need title, author, publication date, for example. And ISBN will speed up the process. You can do either 10 or 13. And title, author, and the other dates. Make sure that you put in your email address here, so they can email you when the book is ready, and then submit this request. And then URI will send you an email when the book is ready for you to pick up at the library. So this knowing how to use these resources helps you eliminate some of the footwork that you have to do, so that you don't wander around the library for hours trying to find these books that you need. And so that is a quick way to make the most of Google Books and the resource that it can be for you if you're trying to find titles that are interesting to you. So check that out with your sample topics, see what you can find, and try using the library catalog as well.